Welcome back to the Long Run Podcast. Today on the podcast, we have Christopher Burns and James Freeman, two sophomore runners from Myers Park that hold PRs that are nationals level. James Freeman holds a PR of 4:11 in the mile. Christopher Burns has a PR of 9:15 in the 2 mile. They are way ahead of their age and grade. So, I have them on the podcast today. Towards the end, they talk about advice for newer runners, and I asked them all about their personal interests and whatnot. So, without further ado, let's get straight into it. Thank you for tuning in. Welcome back to the podcast. Today, we have Chris Burns and James Freeman, two sophomore phenoms that have school records, big PRs, and strong relay legs. Welcome to the podcast, Chris and James. Let's start at the beginning. James, we'll start with James. Go to Chris. How did you get into running?
So I used to play soccer, and my freshman year, I didn't make the school soccer team. So my parents recommended I go try out for running because I've always been, a decent runner. So when I tried out for cross country, I ran like a 12:30 in the 2 mile, and I made the team. And then I just found like an aptitude for the sport, and I've been taking it seriously ever since.
Fire.
So like I ran in like middle school track and stuff. I was actually on your team, Panino,
You were.
which is pretty awesome. And then cross country, like I can't even lie, like my mom made me do it the first season. But I think I went like 12 flat that first 2 mile. I can't even lie. Maybe 12:01. No shade thrown, just like putting it out there. And then sooner or later James like caught up and passed me like very fast, which was kind of annoying. But that's how I started. Like I ran through middle school and then started running in high school and like started taking it much more seriously like freshman season.
Fire. And I know, James, you said you played soccer. Chris, were there any other sports before running, or was it kind of just...
I played basketball. I played for like the middle school team and such.
Fine. Chris, do you have like your first real race where you felt like, okay, I could actually like be good at this? Like not just showing up, but like the moment where it kind of clicked.
I would say the first mile race that we did at JDL was sort of like a realization moment. Like I had significantly improved because in middle school I was running around like 5 flat, and then we did a time trial after freshman cross country season, and I went like 4:56, and I think you went like 4:52 or 4:53 in that, James.
Mm-hmm.
And then like at the first one in 4:42, and like that massive improvement in like such a short amount of time, I think really made me realize we could do much better.
Mm-hmm. James, what about yourself?
So freshman year cross country, I ran 20 flat my first race, and then after that it was like just huge PRs every time. Like I think I went 20 flat, then 19 flat, then 18:20, then 17:40 over like the course of the season. And like I started taking it more seriously every race, and then track came around, and like that first mile, it's kind of what I expected because we were fit. And then later in the season, outdoor at Carnival, I ran 4:29, 4:30. And that was like, that was the point I was like, yeah, I could be good. I should stay committed. And then this year it's been like same thing, just big PRs at Carnival again. I went 4:11, and then that was unexpected, honestly, because I didn't have the best cross season last year. It was pretty unexpected, and I was like, okay, I'm pretty good. So yeah.
Gotcha. All right, now this year's been huge for both y'all. Chris, obviously you had a school record in the 2 mile, and James, you went 4:11 and what was it, like 9:20s, 9:30s?
9:30.
2 mile. Take me into those races. What was your mindset, towing the line? Was there a specific race plan? James, we'll start with your mile, and then Chris will get your 2 mile.
Yeah, so we did the first mile of outdoor season. Let's start with indoor. Indoor, I went 4:20 at Virginia Beach, and that was also that was an 8-second PR after the first JDL meet. And then Mount Tabor outdoor, we went 4:17, and then going into Carnival, I did not think I was fit enough for to run 4:11. I thought I was like, if I run 4:15 here, I'll be happy. And then I just had a breakout. I had a crazy close. And most of my races have been sit and kick. I've always closed fast. I think I've negative split almost every race this season. But yeah, most of the races have been like that, and I've just been giving it. I didn't run the 2 mile much. I ran 155 at running lane, and I still feel like I've got so much more in the tank, and I'm super ready for cross country already.
Gotcha. And Chris, do you think was your race more of a sit and kick as well, or was it kind of just go out and just crash?
I can't lie. If it wasn't for the race, I don't think I would have gotten the time. The race was super good. I was seated 13th, I believe, maybe 14th. And I got 24th. I did not perform up to the standard of the placement, but the race itself was just fast, and I kind of just held on for dear life. And honestly, I thought I was going to run a lot slower than that. Because I got out super fast, and I was on pace for a 9:05, 9:06. And then I died pretty hard, but I was able to hold on just enough. And that was kind of the race. I was just holding on. I was in a really bad position after the first lap or so, but yeah, that was the entire race. Just get out and hold on.
And was that distance carnival? Was that at Carolina Distance Carnival?
That was distance carnival. In indoor, we started with dash for doobie in the 32, and I was honestly doing decent that race, and I died pretty hard. I went 9:36, and then we had a few JDL meets, but I wasn't in any good heats, so I was basically racing it alone, and I went 9:40, and then at Virginia Beach as well, I went 9:24, so that was a pretty solid breakout for me. I think a 12-second PR, and then during states at JDL, I went 9:26 or 27. And just slowly kept on progressing, which was pretty nice.
Mm-hmm. Gotcha. And throughout the races, was there a certain point within the race where you were oh, I can do good? James, I know you closed the mile in what, it was a 58 or something.
Yeah.
Did you come through 1200? You're 3:11. I still have so much more in me, or something like that. Or
yeah, I kind of wish with almost every mile I've ran this year, I wish I'd gotten out faster, because I haven't been dead at the end of a race this, or dead how I want to feel in the last lap, aside from maybe states. But I've always gone through 1200 conservative, almost I didn't have the confidence to come through with the faster guys at Carnival, and then just close last lap I did. I think I've closed sub 60 the majority of my mile. I think almost every mile I've closed sub 60, which isn't really a good thing. It shows that I have the fitness to get out faster. But I'm glad that I'm able to close and I have that kit, because that'll definitely help me in the future.
Mm-hmm. Chris, any special moments, or was it just kind of
Honestly, like I think I performed like as James was saying, like didn't finish a race like as dead as I would like to be. Like other than at distance carnival, honestly, I think it's just because I kind of shot myself early in the race by going out so hard. But I think most of the races, like I thought I had more after I finished. I was kind of just a little bit disappointed. But a few of the races, I was like, all right, like I can keep this pace. Like I'm fine. I can just cruise at this, and then hopefully close harder at the end. And I didn't close as fast as James, but I would still like in the 2 mile, I would still usually close in around a 63 to like 65, which was a significant increase in pace.
Gotcha. And obviously for these kicks and times, it takes a lot of work. Did y'all have a favorite workout that you did? Is there one in mind, or was it just kind of the accumulation?
God, I'd have to check the Strava. I know the one before Carnival was like was it? I think it was 642. Two sets of 600, 400, 200, and that workout was like the whole team was dead after it. That was a barn burner. Yeah, it was.
We're pulling up the Strava right now.
It was 4.64. No, yeah, it was 4.642. And we were hitting like 63, 64, and then the 600s were like 65. But I think we've had so many good workouts this year. We started doing different stuff later in the competition phase. Chris was doing a little bit longer. I was working down. Like my last workout was like it was 1 400 and then 3x200, like aimed toward the 800 at running lane. But I think like Coach Boyles has been great the whole season. We peaked at the right time. We didn't burn out. We were able to finish the season pretty well, I think. States didn't go as well as both of us hoped. But yeah, workouts have been great the whole season, and yeah, all that.
Chris, do you have one?
I don't know, like I guess this isn't like technically a workout, but I think just like the conference meet in general, because we were sort of the like I guess like favorites to win the races, and like just like tactically racing that, and like I felt like that was a pretty solid like workout. At least it especially like gave me like some in field racing experience or in race like feel, which I think like helped me in future meets.
Gotcha. And was that more? Would you say conference was more of like a tactical, or was it more of a all out?
Yeah, it was definitely tactical.
Yeah.
But it was like good experience still.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, shout out Cooper and Joey. They gave us a run for our money though.
Yeah, they did, bro.
Go. Okay. Relays. You ran. What was it? It was like 8:01 in the 4x8, and it was. Yeah, that was like one of the only times you've ran it. What would you change? You think any of y'all could go faster, or was it just kind of like?
I think I'll take this one. So I ran like Chris ran amazing. Like chased down. He was second leg. He chased down. What was it? Eastmack or something. He chased down someone on the second leg. Ran like 157. Chasing this guy, and then I ran 2 flat, which was definitely not what I should run. I didn't feel great that day. Obviously, I didn't feel great. And we were just coming off Carnival. We'd done a workout Monday. But I definitely that was probably one of my worst races of the season.
Do you think is the experience different for like a relay team, or is it kind of just like still an 800? Like, do you feel like it was any different? Like you had to focus more on the handoff than the actual like running portion, or was it just like?
Yeah, I would say it's not so much the handoff, but just knowing where you are. That's something I think I have to work on. Because you're gonna be alone. Like we were in the lead by a good bit. I had no one in front of me. So you kind of gotta know how fast you're going, know where you are, and that's probably the most difficult part for me in the relay.
Gotcha. Chris, did it feel different for you, or did it kind of feel fluid?
Yeah, I mean, I had a little bit better of a, actually a lot better of a situation than James was in, just because I had people to chase down.
Mm-hmm.
So like, I mean, that was really the only, other than Queen City relays, that was the only relay we did.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and so I just was able to like attach to the Audrey Kell guy who was a few seconds ahead of me at the start and just let him pull me through until the last bit. But I mean, I think the key in like an 800 is like, or sorry, in a relay is like making sure like you know where you are in relation to other people and not really trying to race the clock, but race the people around you if you can.
Gotcha.
But like in that case, we had to race or third and
Yeah,
fourth legs. We're racing
exactly.
like we still got the win, but we didn't get. We were like
Yeah,
half a second off school record.
Really?
yeah.
Yeah,
Wait, so is school record like 8:01 or 8 point?
I think it's 8:01, and we ran like 8:01 high.
Gotcha.
But next year we'll have like
Yeah, we should have it pretty
we're not worried
handily.
about having it next year.
Yeah. Okay, we're gonna switch gears here to like definitely the more fun side of running, or maybe not. It doesn't doesn't matter. What's the pre-race meal looking like? Or like let me make it more specific. Race at 2 p.m. What's the like meal plan looking like for the day? James, you can go first.
I normally do night before. I normally do just like heavy carbs, and I had like chicken, just like a chicken thighs, like before every race with spaghetti, like really just bland meal. I'll do that night before, and then I'll probably have like the same thing leftovers for lunch. If I'm running at 2, I'll probably wake up, eat a smaller breakfast than I normally do, and then eat again at I try to do 2.5 hours before always, and then I'll have half a banana an hour and a half before, and then like just like munch on pretzels throughout the day.
Pretzels.
Yeah, pretzels are my uh, go-to carb snack. But yeah, chicken and spaghetti. That's what I did before carnival. I do 2.5 hours before. I do a little bit of that, and I do that the night before. So I try to keep it the same.
Gotcha.
And if it's in the morning, I'll just do eggs because it's what I normally eat.
Gotcha. Okay, Chris looks like he's on about 2 pixels right now. So hold on a second. um, we'll keep it with you here, James. Favorite runner to watch? We're gonna let Chris's video come back.
To watch like all time,
All time.
Mo Farah.
Fair. What's the deal?
Yeah, I don't think it's close. He's just incredible. Just the sit and kick.
Same thing. Do you style your race after him? After what I've
I mean, you could say that maybe.
just a little bit off the times, but same
Yeah,
idea.
okay. We'll get there.
We'll get there. Okay, is Chris even here? It just looks like.
Hey, Chris, you're frozen. Oh,
Oh, he's back. He's back. Okay, Chris.
Okay. For my bad. I like switched my Wi-Fi because the other one was so bad, but this one's like clearly better. Okay, I promise. It's like actually smooth now.
Okay, Chris. What's the pre-race meal looking like?
And like same scenario, race it too.
Race it too.
All right. So like I think a problem with me during cross country season was like I was like running kind of hungry. Like I would say we had a race at like whatever, 8, 9 a.m. maybe earlier. I feel like I would like barely eat a breakfast. And so like this like outdoor season and indoor season, I made sure to like eat a lot more. So race at 2, I'd probably do like carb load night before with like pasta or whatnot. And then like breakfast, like pretty big breakfast, like eggs, bagel, fruit, like maybe pancakes or something like that. And then um like I'd probably have like a small-ish lunch, like before the race, like just as a sandwich or like something I can usually keep down. Because like I feel like that's same time that we would do a workout. So I would just eat like a normal workout day type of meal. And then like make sure not like I usually make sure not to eat like a lot of dairy within like 7 or 8 hours of the race just because it can upset my stomach.
Fire. Okay, and then keeping it with you again. Favorite runner to watch?
Would like watch race?
Watch race.
Probably Michaela. Because like I don't know.
Any specific reason or just
I don't know. Like I just think like
Yeah, it's so fun to sit there and watch a 2-hour marathon, isn't it?
no. I mean like old like 5Ks and 10Ks. Just because like I feel like he could really like control a race like from the front. It was pretty like interesting to watch.
Why control it from the front when you can control it from the back?
Bro.
Oh, you sit with everything, bro. Okay, another one. What's your favorite shoe to wear right now as a trainer?
Nova Blast.
Nova Blast.
I had Nova Blast 4. Here, I'll pull them out. I had Nova Blast 4, and I haven't ran in them yet, but I just got Nova Blast 5s. And they like, I put like 500 on my old ones, and they're still holding up. It's incredible. We got it.
You're on
It's
break and you got
incredible.
new shoes, bro.
It's incredible.
He's pulling them out.
Wait, are we talking like workout shoe or just like normal
Nah,
shoe?
just trainer. What are you thinking?
Oh, I'll get there in a second.
Yeah, nice colorway. These things are. This is it, boys. Anything you need. Tempos, easy mileage,
Hold up.
heavy mileage, long runs, whatever.
Asics, throw him a sponsor.
Yeah, sponsor me, Asics, please.
Bro, the trainer, like, I didn't get another pair because I didn't like the fit, but they're coming out with like a new version of it that'll have better fit. We got the Adidas Adizero SL. Full stack of super foam. It's like can do long runs, can do workouts. Kind of risky to do workouts in them because they have no grip, and our track is like terrible.
But yeah, the traction is.
Traction is
redone,
interesting. Yeah,
Okay.
new track.
Oh yeah, we got the new track coming in.
Yeah.
All right, what's one thing that separates the average runner from the elite runner? Like, what do you think helps you get to that next level of running?
I think you just gotta want it. Like, you gotta put in the work. You gotta do more than everyone else is gonna do. Like, we were on a run with James Brown the other day, and he was like,
Yo, you're just gonna throw him in the.
"No, we're not. I'm not throwing him on the bus. This was like a legit conversation." He was like, "How are y'all like? Do y'all like? How are y'all so good? Do y'all just not miss a lot of runs?" And we were both like, "Yeah, I don't think I've missed a run since like ever." And like when I think about it, I've like aside from like injury or if I'm like literally on a plane is the only time I can think of I've missed a run. Like I've always gotten it in, and I think it's the same for Chris. And like he was kind of like surprised by that, but like that's what it takes. You gotta be consistent, and then you gotta do more. Like you gotta go to the gym. You gotta stretch. You gotta recover. Like everything, you just got to do more. But don't overdo it. You got to do enough, but not too much, because you can't overdo it.
Chris, you have a take on that?
Yeah, I think James is right. The more you put into it, the more you're gonna get out of it. And but that doesn't mean that you need to push yourself further in workouts. You don't want to get too close to that line, like you want to keep it at the correct effort. And like seriously, like if you think about it over the course of the season, like a guy lifts once a week versus a guy who lifts twice or 3 times a week, and like sure, he's not like going to kill himself in the lift, but I mean he's going to get over the course of a season probably, I don't know, 300-400 more reps in the gym than the other guy, or the guy that like cross trains. Okay.
Okay.
Yes.
Yo, my bad.
Like compared to like the guy that like cross trains who will get like say an hour of like extra stimulus a week and like
No,
over the
don't
course of a
cross-train,
season.
guys. Don't cross-train.
All right, bro. Over the course of a season, that's like up to like 20 hours of aerobic stimulus compared to the guy that got nothing, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I think the more you put in, the more you get out.
Final question. We'll go Chris first and James. If you could, there's a middle school runner starting out. What are you telling him? What's the advice you're giving him to get to where you are right now?
I'd say just like be consistent. Make sure to like focus on like don't like focus on time, to be honest, because time will come with consistency and like workouts and such. And make sure like to not get injured because like like no, but I
So
mean like
simple.
focus on health like first and foremost, because if you have like whatever, say you're in sixth grade right now and like you will like easily see progression over a 4-year period or whatever. Like you don't need to worry about like optimizing your training and like pushing your body to the max. Whereas you could just like stay consistent at like a decent volume and you would see good like improvements over time.
Yeah, also just like find a place in the team. If you're coming in from middle school to a new high school team, you're gonna like the mental matters just as much as the physical, and you're gonna want to enjoy it every day. So find your people, like they're gonna be your like best friends. You're gonna be with them every day. You gotta make friends, and I think that matters a lot because you're just gonna enjoy it so much. You don't want to just be running, just run to run every day.
You can't run and hate it. You gotta love it.
Yeah, exactly.
All right. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
It was great having y'all, and I'll see you next time. I guess if I ever need y'all again for an episode, I'll hit you up.
All right, Zach.
All right.
Thank you.
All right. Thank you guys. Thank you guys for listening. If you enjoyed, please stick around. There's more to come over the summer. I'll be releasing more episodes with some similar runners, coaches, sports analysts, all that good stuff. If you enjoyed again, please leave us a good review. Thank you for listening. See y'all next time.